Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Thursday, August 7th. And what's going on today? We're going to look at forexfactory.com, the calendar, and we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got one red item at 8:30. We have unemployment claims, which are supposed to be around 221,000. We'll see what that actually ends up being. And remember that is directly related to the Fed's mandate. The Fed is very concerned with employment as well as inflation. Also at 8:30, we have preliminary non-farm productivity quarter over quarter and preliminary unit labor cost quarter on quarter. That's all at 8:30. At 10 a.m., we have final wholesale inventories month over month and FOMC member Bostic speaking. Those are both yellow items, which are low impact. At 10:30, we have natural gas storage. 1:01 p.m., we have the 30-year bond auction. And at 3 p.m., we have consumer credit month over month. And then after the market closes, we have President Trump speaking. That is a medium impact item. There's your news for scheduled news for today. Looking at the charts. So one of the things that's kind of interesting here is I've redrawn my Fibonacci extension to incorporate this new high to this new swing low. So we do have some additional levels up high. Again, we're guesstimating what could happen above the all-time high. We have no chart structure and no volume, so it's a guess. So where could we go today? We're obviously gapping up. We may get up to this Fibonacci 38.2, which is 64.35. Up higher, 64.95. The all-time high, of course, is 46.65.50. That's where we could go on the short term to the upside. Downside, I think we could retest the lows of the last couple of days here, which would be around 63.16. Volume is also, after the little bit of a sell-off there, has calmed down and is back right around the average. So looking ahead to the 60-minute, we look for inventory shifts. Price action was positive. We should have positive inventory, and we do by about 2,300 contracts. So these two are correlated, nothing to write home about or worry about there. The market seems to be functioning correctly. There is divergence in the very, very short term. You can see that we went up, and then the market went sideways, and a lot of people exited their positions, particularly going into the close. But it was not enough to cause this to be a negative number. So maybe some profit taking across the top here the last 4 hours of the day. But that's kind of normal in this market. Looking at the overnight action, always looking at overnight to be able to determine how much action was happening and gives us an idea of what kind of volatility to look at. 63.64 is the overnight low to the overnight high. That is 63 points. That is a lot. That's about 3 times average. So volatility very, very high going into today's cash session. Where do we have support and resistance? So we've got some resistance at 64.32, 64.47, 64.58. Around the whole number, 64.60. Above that, we've got some 60. I think that's the all-time high, 64.74 area. Support, which would be below current price. There's a lot of confluence, as I spread this out a little bit, between 63.75 and let's say 63.69. So there's about a 5-point window there. There's a lot of stuff going on, and just below that we have the overnight low, 63.53. Of course, the whole number 63.50, and then there's a little bit of confluence around 63.42. So those are your support and resistance numbers for today. Stock Traders Almanac is 52.4. Now, if you've been paying attention, 52.4 has been the same number every day this week, starting on Monday. 52.4. It's a weird week because tomorrow is also 52.4. I don't know what's going on, but the Stock Traders Almanac has the same exact percentage for each day this week. Kind of an anomaly Not sure it means anything, but there you go. So that's the story. Hope you have a great day today. Remember that 52.4 is from the Stock Traders Almanac. Hope you have a great day. Happy trading. See you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, their trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com.